One More Turn, Episode 614, Realignment.
The foreclosure on Max and Nora's commercial building was my decision. You already said that, Avery.
It bears repeating, as no one should forget it.
I'm the landlord. You should have brought it to me for my decision when Max was trying to talk to you.
As you already know, Bella, that's a mischaracterization. A rude mischaracterization. A petty mischaracterization. A
Synonymous mischaracterization?
A synonymous mischaracterization. Max and Nora already suspected that most of their monthly mortgage money was going to you, since you're the one with the law degree and I'm the one with finance. Do you really think they wouldn't realize that part of the business is still managed by yours truly?
There is nothing true about you. Either of you.
Max!
I wouldn't be so hasty to scold him in this case, Nora. He takes his lead from you, and you have led him down a garden path.
You know I don't care for that.
That particular expression? Yes, that's why I said it. It's perfectly understood by many, and I've used it correctly. I don't know about Max and Nora, but quite frankly, I've had it up to here with being told what expressions you don't like. It's your hang-up. Deal with it.
I'm about to show you a hang-up.
Where are you, pointing to? Exactly.
Max!
Yeah, you used the expression court of public opinion earlier in this very conversation.
Well, technically you weren't part of that conversation.
Nora!
Didn't your mother ever teach you it's not what you say, it's how you say it?
In that instance, it's both. I told you she was never to be spoken of.
Quite frankly, I've had it up to here with being told what individuals you don't like. What's good for the goose is good for the gander, as they say.
They?
Which, one of you is the gander, since...
More importantly, if you ever lay a hand on me again, you will not live to regret it.
That sounds like a threat.
I'm not in the business of making threats, partner. I make promises.
Then I promise no one will ever want to lay a hand on you again when I
want in.
Reese, isn't that what you just did in coming in here, unannounced and unwelcomed?
Why didn't you say that when Bella stormed in here?
She didn't slam any doors. But heck, now I can see a dent and a paint chip from here.
Standing right in front of your living room window made it easy for me to pick up and interpret the sound waves of your voices. I knew this place would be worthwhile monitoring.
Not even 2 seasons ago, Caden told me that my husband and I were bit players in your plans for this town. Come around so soon?
Did you just use my measure of passing time again, Nora?
Way to point out what is clearly not relevant to the conversation, as usual.
Your mother told you to stop picking on me about that.
My mother also told me not to marry you, so...
Caden told you the truth. You were bit players. Yet he broke our partnership, my trust, the moment he told Hudson about his biological connection to the two of us.
From what I heard, Caden didn't have much to trust you with. Some partnership sounds familiar.
Says the woman estranged from Gary, her own father.
Says the woman who betrayed Riley, her previous business partner.
Not exactly a ringing endorsement of your ability to judge character by agreeing to follow in her footsteps, now is it?
So you admit to being a backstabbing wench?
When you admit to being a deceitful bitch.
I needed to rethink my approach in giving this town a satisfactory conclusion to the Doe contract nonsense. Something that Caden wasn't a part of. So, I decided to take a gamble on staking out Max and Nora's place in the hopes of gaining intel that would make them at the heart of my new plan. And that gamble paid off, unlike Caleb's effort, apparently.
Man-child has nothing to do with this.
Figures you would come to his defense, having slept with him how many times over?
Hey, Avery did too.
But you're not holding grudges. If you did, you certainly wouldn't be on speaking terms with Hudson anymore. I'll take that silence as a yes. Given my knowledge of Max and Nora, I presume they all regard us three as terrible people.
Don't you mean assume?
No, I mean presume. I have ample evidence to support my conclusion. But Max convinced you to work with him, and Nora to get back at Caden for lying to you. I want to get back at Caden for betraying me. Not only do I want in, you should want me in.
Hold your horses. No one here has a particular distaste for that expression, do they? Good. I'll take that rare moment of silence as a no. The only reason you want to get back at Caden is because after telling Hudson he was related to you, he was able to waltz in and take your position as head of your family.
Again, you're coming to the defense of a man you slept with many times over. How painfully predictable. But you seem to be forgetting how Gary was able to facilitate your dismissal from the law firm you two rose to prominence together. You must recall what it was like to be taken out of the business you helped cultivate.
You think we're going to give you a cut of the profits made on bets placed in the rematch against Max and Pedro? In exchange for what? What, your silence?
That, or I presume she'll send a copy of the recording she's made of our conversation here to gosh, who knows who, and sabotage the plan before it even gets underway. Spare me the glance, a lot of you. It's no assumption. I have ample reason to support it.
I still can't believe what I'm hearing. Nora, you know that Caleb is gambling again. You...
See what I mean, Nora?
Max. Gamer to gamer. You know that gambling in any kind of competitive play is...
I see what you mean, Reese. Nora does too. But we're only agreeing to be part of this plan because we can get back at least some of the mortgage money we lost in the foreclosure. We have a young family to support, and our children must come first.
Pedro is in no position.
Another man you slept with? Another man you're coming to defend. Pathetic.
One more point for clarification. Nora, what were you and Max saving for you to do? Before Bella arrived, Max said you'd been accepted to do something. To do what?
To go back to school to become a psychologist. I presume I've got relevant experience.
No, this is not happening. This has gone far enough.
If you so much as breathe a word of this to anyone, Belle, I will sue you for breaching confidentiality in our partnership and push for your permanent disbarment as a lawyer on ethical grounds. You will keep your mouth shut, and you will play your part.
One More Turn. Written created by Daniel Dan Q. Quick. Edited by Dark Cloud and Michael Ubermakla Bryant. Directed and produced by Daniel Dan Q. Quick. Characters in order of appearance. Bella voiced by Annalie Cartamandua Barney. Avery voiced by Jennifer Lund. Max voiced by Dark Cloud. Nora voiced by Heather Pawprint 42 Motes. Reese voiced by Ayla Kalena Rades. Sounds courtesy of freesound.org. Music by Kevin MacLeod. Voiceover by Steve, Warning You 2 Warner. Visit the One More Turn website at onemoreturn.net. Copyright Civilized Communications at civcom.net. on the next episode of One More Turn.
Point taken. So, you acknowledge it is possible for someone to have a point besides yourself? I've never claimed to have exclusive... I've been thinking that we could record a birthday greeting message for Riley. We could, but should we?